Hello, there's been some questions about how to do the Boyle's Law Lab. It's quite simple, so I just wanted to quickly go through it with you. When you go into the assignment, there's 3 things that you need to look at. First of all, you're going to go here and you're going to find the video that kind of just shows what's happening with the law. So you're going to want to watch this video. This video is just the people doing the lab that unfortunately we can't do because we're not in person. So you'll watch them. It just gives you kind of the apparatus and helps you understand what the law is. Or what
Hey
the law,
Carolyn, what do we have here?
So there's that. Then you're going to go ahead and look at the answer sheet. This is what you're actually going to turn in. You don't need to turn this sheet in. You can totally just write it on a piece of paper. So for the first sheet, the first thing you're going to do is you are going to predict what do you think is going to happen to the volume if you change the pressure, or what's going to happen to the pressure if you change the volume. Whatever, you're going to write a graph. So do you think that as the volume increases, the pressure decreases? Or do you think as the pressure decreases, the volume increases? Or do you think that as the pressure increases, the volume decreases? You need to decide, and you're going to draw a line. Now, it's probably the easiest thing to do is to go ahead and just draw this on a piece of paper. So put volume on your x-axis and pressure on your y-axis and sketch a line that shows how you think those two things are related. The second thing that you need to do then is to get some data. It says that you need to have 3 runs of data. If you want to fill this table out, you may. I don't need it. So if you just want to sketch it on a piece of paper, what I need you to do is find the average of 3 runs of data. Now, when you watch this video, you can get 1 run of data. They give you 1 set of data, but that's not 3. So here you'll see, here's the data for that lab. So if you were to continue to do that lab, this is the data you would get. Every time the volume is the same. So the volume goes from 60 down to 55, all the way down to 15. For the second run, same thing. For the third run, same thing. For the fourth run, same thing. What you need to write in those 3 runs is 3 of the pressure ones. So it doesn't matter which 3. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. So you could get those here and not get them from the video at all. Or you could get 1 from the video and you could get 2 from here. It doesn't matter. You just need to get 3 sets of data. Again, I don't care so much to see it. If you want to write it on a piece of paper and take a picture and send it to me, that's fine. But ultimately, what you need to do is take the average of those 3 sets of data. Average is taken by adding the 3 things together and then dividing by 3. Once you have that, you have volume data and you have pressure data. That's the other line. There's going to be 2 lines on your graph. So you'll make that graph so that it has volumes going from 15 to 60 and the pressures, whatever your pressures are, and then you'll put dots and you'll make a line graph so that you'll end up with 2 different lines. That's why there's a legend or a key on this graph. 2 different lines that will show the relationship between pressure and volume. One of them is what you thought, and the other one is what the data says. So from this first page, that's all I need is this graph. So if you want to just draw the graph on a piece of paper and take a picture of it and send it to me, that is totally fine. If you want to try to draw it on this actual document, that's fine too, whatever you prefer. The second page then, I need you to answer all 7 questions. They're just going to ask you questions about what the relationships are between pressure and volume, which is what you're discovering in this lab. So once you've watched the video and you've averaged and graphed the data, you should be able to answer these questions. You can answer these questions if you download this form. You can actually answer them right on this form, save it and send it to me, or you're more than welcome to write them on a piece of paper and take a picture of it and send it to me. Or finally, if you want to open up a Google Doc and just write number 1 and write the answer, number 2 and write the answer, that is a third and totally acceptable way to send it to me. So this lab is not complex and it shouldn't take you real long. It's just pretending like you're doing a lab that we can't really do because we're not able to have that equipment in our homes. So the things I want from you are this graph with 2 lines on it and then the answers to the 7 questions. Hope that clarifies. Didn't mean for this to be a frustrating lab. It should only take you like a half an hour to do the whole thing, and then you should be good to go. Hope you have a great day.